Dreaming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
4,
oh, okay.
6. Go music.
Go Muzak.
Go music. Go music. Go music.
Go
Go.
Muzak, go.
How long does it take to set up?
I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, maybe
Jesus
less.
Christ. Fuck that.
And take camera 3.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Scrambus.
Hi, I'm Bembus.
Today, we together are Genghis Khan.
No,
Why not?
we can't be him. He killed a lot of guys.
That's okay. Isn't he the man who killed the most people in his life?
Maybe. Vlad the Impaler killed a lot of guys too, right? Probably not as many as Gengo.
Who's he?
Vlad the Impaler, that's the guy who drank human blood.
Oh, nice. Where he's from?
Where he's from?
Yeah.
I don't know, some part of Europe.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a Chinese man that killed the most people.
Vlad the Impaler is Romanian.
Disgusting. Is that why the thing is in Romania?
Mm-hmm.
Because of him?
Yeah, Vlad. That's why a lot of famous vampires are named Vlad.
Oh my god. Like the one from League of Legends. Hijacking. Can I pet that raccoon? Can you be pet?
No.
Sorry. It's for me only. I want to pet him so freaking bad. Very chunky.
Wah.
Wah.
I'm surround.
Surround. Alright, gotta do my... How are you, Jack? Gotta do my Twitter announcement. Live with yet another episode of...
I typed into Google, who killed the most guys?
Yeah?
It didn't give me what I was thinking.
Is he in Romania? Are you?
Vlad the Impaler?
You?
Yeah, I'm there right now.
He's pranking you.
No.
I'm next to him in Hungary. Oh, you're from Hungary? God. Anita's roots are in Hungary.
You can come visit me and my best friend Vlad right now. We're here. Rightnow.com.
Link? How do you say hello in Hungarian? Lincoln replies. Today we talk about the original Halloween movie. Hello. That's how? Oh, sha? Wait, that's a different word for what Jack said. But hello, Antia.
Hello.
Bishlat? Is that how you... Bishlat?
Oh my god, I'm fucking turning into pixels.
Oh.
Help me.
Oh,
help
hello.
me, send help.
Welcome back.
Oh, hello. I just took a little trip through cyberspace real quick.
Yeah, how was it? How was it?
It was okay. I didn't find the Google answers I needed in there, so I've returned.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, seems like Genghis Khan was responsible for over 40 million deaths.
That's a lot of deaths.
But he didn't do those himself, to be fair. So
yeah, but he was It doesn't count if you order people to kill others?
Right.
Oh, yeah?
That's why it's completely illegal to hire a hitman.
No, it's not.
What? Hold on, I have to call someone.
911, hello?
No.
I have a raccoon for you to arrest.
Stop. I'll run.
I'm running after you.
Oh, fuck. You're too fast.
Too bad neither one of us can move.
I can groove a little bit.
No. Jack, what does that mean? I don't actually speak Hungarian.
Let's see what Google Translate has to say.
Okay.
It says Hungarians on English streams XD.
XD indeed. try to pronounce this, but I have no clue how Hungarian is pronounced though, so I'm going to do like a mix of Spanish and Czech, okay? Elka ka pošta stalani that lanca kosko da saitoker. There we go. That's a mix of.
You did it.
I did
Just
it.
casted a dark ancient spell.
I just cursed someone on the other side of the planet.
You just cursed yourself. You're
God.
gonna body swap into a rat.
Oh no! I can't finish driver's ed that way. I won't be
Yes, you
able
can.
to
We'll
reach the
just get you a
pedals.
boost seat.
Oh no! God.
Booster seat and those little pedals you can press to push the pedals if you're too small.
Hi, Mitty. Don't have a bad day, that's for sure. Oh no! I have cursed someone.
no.
I'm going to hell. Are you gonna be playing Subway Midnight? What's that? Chances are no. But what is that?
The restaurant at midnight.
Oh. Oh,
I
it's
went to Subway sandwiches at midnight.
It's 11:01. It's a coolio new comfort horror game. Comfort horror game? Like Among Us?
God, you invented a new genre.
Never heard of the term comfort horror game. You like baby horror? Oh. I'm not a baby.
Yes.
Oh god, are you okay?
No,
Oh no. Do you need
I'm leaving.
Oh god. Okay, you're back after going away for a little bit. Alright, do
Just a
you
bit.
wanna get to the studio?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Oh, there we are.
Oh. We're here. Can't believe we made it.
Me neither. Very cool. Very neat. I need to turn this music down just a tad. Okay, there. It was a bit loud for my standards. He's learning this world. He's been trying for many years.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Look at those shelf babies. Oh, you mean those rats over there? Those rats? Those are good rats, yeah.
Maybe them, but maybe the plushies too.
Oh, those? Those are just some nerds I've seen.
Oh my god.
Since when did they invent teleportation? Don't tell them.
Oh my god. They know.
Oh god. Alright. Alright, Ant. And Tuyo. We have to kill you now. I'm sorry. That's just the way it
Sorry.
is.
You asked too many questions. You gotta go.
Yeah, truly. Are we gonna be watching movies? No, this is a podcast about the movie that we watched. Or other things that we
Yeah.
have seen. Today, we are talking about Halloween, the movie from 1987. Bebop
78.
78. Bebop
That's
really,
okay, I did the exact same thing.
Bebop really likes this movie, and I've seen it for the first time today.
Yes. I've watched every Halloween movie, and this is probably the goodest one.
The goodest one, you say?
Yeah, probably.
Why?
As time goes on, a lot of questionable decisions are made about the plot, and there's black magic at one point, and then there's like a cult that happens. It gets really strange eventually and stops making any sense.
Oh my god.
So I think this one is really good for not for what it is, but it has like a very good story. It's concise. There's no black magic fuckery. It's just about a guy, and he is weird and kill.
Oh. Oh, do you think we can like add Halloween streamers at the top? Do you think there's a thing like that?
How would we get that?
Magic.
What if I magic? What if
Plot
I
is
just look
funny.
up Halloween?
Funny boy Blue lost his shoe and he's nothing else to do. He didn't lose his shoe, he lost his mind.
Oops, to this shoe mind.
Lost his shoe mind. Alright, let
What
me.
is Halloween called in Japan?
Yeah, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Haravinu.
Halloween.
Oh no, I only found like candies.
Yeah, I tried looking up that exact same thing, I think.
You could say he lost his soul. There was an attempt. Yeah, there was an attempt. Maybe
Mm.
decoration? Would that give me
Oh,
anything?
maybe.
I'm gonna try that. You can try like streamer. Something.
What if I
Oh,
typed that and you
no.
showed up?
I tried looking myself up on Google and I went to images and I was like
Mm-hmm.
on the 7th row and I went, okay,
All
that's
right, let's
decent.
go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh no, I
Oh,
might have to convert this
are they
to
free to use?
hmm? No, I meant like uh this Romaji into katakana.
Romaji. Okay, I couldn't find anything.
Me either. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get Halloween streamers.
That's okay. I'm sure there could be like birthday streamers and stuff.
I'm still typing a few things, but
What about scary? Ooh, spooky. Oh
you already looked up
no.
decorations?
Yeah, I looked up decoration.
Uh,
Hmm. That's okay. I just thought it would be cool to have like little pumpkins in the corner. So that's it, really. Gary's not giving me anything. There's a hornet in here, though. Cool. And a
that is a
pigeon
little
on a
scary.
skateboard for some reason.
Fuck, that's cool.
Or maybe that's a human, but it looks like a pigeon.
What?
I'll show you.
Yes.
Yeah, here. Oh, here we go.
And I God. It's a little penguin man hybrid.
Looks like a pigeon, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind
It's
of.
bobsledding.
Yeah. My favorite part of Halloween was when Mickey Myers went and stabbed his sister and said, "Oh, you just got pranked?" I don't remember that. Oh my god!
Goodbye.
Oh no. Is your internet okay or is it me?
I don't know if it's either of us. It might just be OBS Ninja.
Oh,
Because my
maybe.
internet's fine.
My
Oh,
internet's
I've
fine
returned.
too. At least it seems
Yeah,
to be.
I think OBS Ninja is just kind of wacky.
Lucky wucky today. Alright, that's fine.
Wacky.
That's alright.
You know, sometimes I just gotta do that, you know?
I am nothing and also everything. Bebop right now? Bebop RN?
Yes.
RN? Alright, do you
I
actually want to
ascend,
start
and then I return.
talking about the movie?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Would you go over the plot? Because you know it a lot better than I do after watching it one time.
It's true.
And
Okay,
I'll chime in with occasional comments.
and funny quips.
Yeah, and funny quips. Like we said, Bebop really likes this movie. He's watched it many times. I've seen it for the first time today. I'm still a little confused. We finished it. We finished like 30 minutes ago because we couldn't watch it earlier because we had no time whatsoever. Sadly, so.
Yes, this is probably one of the movies I've seen the most in my life, so we should be okay.
Yeah, and I don't really watch horror movies very much at all. So.
Yeah. It's true. So, the movie starts and, you know, it's got a funny little POV shot of a little creepman. He's creeping around outside a house.
Oh man.
And and we don't know who it is, but you're kind of like led to believe that it's a spooky serial killer because he's like outside their house and he's fucking peeking in the windows and he's watching this girl, and the girl has her little boyfriend over, and he's like, "Oh, whoa, I'm gonna look through the window," and then he goes inside the house and you're like, "Oh shit." And then the boyfriend is already leaving at that point. He's already like, "Okay, bye." And then then you see the little POV man going up the stairs, and you're like, no, don't do it. And he gets up there and he looks in the fucking door and he sees the girl and she's naked and she's
No!
brushing her hair. And the scariest part is that she's naked.
No!
And
Stop! I'm a virgin!
and then he stabs her, still in POV. And the POV is like two tiny circles. There's barely any space to see. But yeah, he stabs her and then she is dead. And he's like, all right, I guess I'll go downstairs now. And he just walks downstairs and goes outside. And then eventually the camera pans out and we find out there's a little boy.
No.
There's a stupid little kid. And they go, Michael.
Michael.
Who
else
and they just
but
look at him.
Michael?
That's one of my favorite parts is that they see him out in the lawn, like in the yard when they come home with the knife, and they just go, Michael, and then they just look at him until the scene is over.
Michael, and he just stands there.
Yeah. They don't try to
do
figure
anything.
anything out. Just go, oh no.
No. What have
Our
we
child
raised?
is here with a knife.
And it's
don't even know
got
what's happened
jam
yet.
on it. The blood
you've been
on the
making
knife was so chunky.
Yeah. It doesn't look super good. That's
do you
true.
know what they used for that? It looks like strawberry
No clue.
jam.
Someone gargled Kool-Aid and then spit on it, probably.
Oh my god. Yummy.
But like I said, you know, $300,000 budget. Couldn't afford any
budget.
fake blood. This movie grossed 70 million though after that.
Oh my god. What a return rate.
So that's why they made more than one of these.
But, were they popular, the other ones?
So I mean, I think Halloween 1 is like the most popular, and then Halloween 2 is like pretty much right up there, and then 3 is where they literally had a plot that had nothing to do with the first two. And everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And then from there, it just kind of went downhill. And I think, you know, popularity as well as like box office started to fall at that point.
I see.
But a fun fact about this movie, aside from its $300,000 budget, this movie was made in 20 days.
In 20 days?
Yeah, they made the whole movie in 20 days.
Oh my god.
And it's because, well, not because, but they were using, the reason the camera is so mobile in this movie is they were using a camera, or like a camera technology, I think that was new at the time, called Steadicam.
Okay.
And it lets them, you know, go handheld and move around environments and keep the camera a lot smoother than it would traditionally be.
So they didn't have to lose time by setting up the
exactly
tripods. Not tripods, but I don't know what they're called in English.
Yeah, I mean
stands.
Tripod stands, the camera stands, yeah. So they didn't have to have all these like super well set up shots. They could just grab the camera and shoot all the movement, you know, and move around.
The fucking thing about filming is that the camera literally takes the most time to set up. You could have the entire thing done in like 3 hours, but like 3 more hours out of that, even more, honestly, maybe like 4 hours out of that is just people setting up the damn camera. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What? That's the one that pisses me off the most about filming. Also, I really am not envious of the cameraman's job.
No.
That shit sucks. Because even during everybody else's break, when they're setting up the camera and shots and whatnot, everyone else gets a break except them and the director.
All right, you just finished that scene. Well, time to set up the cameras for the next one. Everyone else is going to go on a break. Good luck.
Yeah, so they're actually the only ones that genuinely work the 12 hours that they're on set. It's crazy. Yeah. I feel really bad for them.
Pretty tough.
Yeah.
Do they even get paid well relative to what they do?
A lot of them do, yeah.
Okay, I'd assume so. Like the people who are good at what they do, probably.
Yeah, well, it also depends on like the production company and stuff. Some of my classmates made like 15,000 per 3 days, which is...
No, it's pretty... Wait, your money or my money?
My money.
Oh no.
But in our economy, so
That's
that's really
true.
good.
Yeah,
Some people make
that is true.
15,000 a month. That's like the minimum
Oh,
wage.
yeah.
So let me
God, I'm very
translate that
glitchy
to
today.
dollars. Yeah, so
I mean, that's like
15,000,
700 ish.
$676. In 3 days, I
Yeah.
think that's fucking solid.
Yeah, that's pretty good for 3 days
Yeah.
of shooting.
And then, sometimes you get less, sometimes you get a bit more. This is on the higher side for students, especially, but yeah.
Right.
I hear them talk about how, oh yeah, I made this much, I had this thing, and I made that much, that thing. And I'm like, I did production.
I get nothing.
I get nothing unless I work 12 hours a day all the time.
If I'm lucky, I get 1 peanut at lunchtime.
I like it very much.
Mm-mm.
So,
But yeah, 20 days to film this whole smackaroo.
that's a lot. I'm so envious of those non-essential to the plot boob camera guy. I have no clue what that sentence means.
Not essential to the plot boob camera guy.
Sorry, Nitty. I don't know what that is. But I do like boob camera guy.
Boob camera guy.
Boob camera.
The fuck were we talking about?
I don't-
So the POV shot is over, and then
Michael stands there as a child.
he stands there for the rest of the movie. It's an hour of child Michael Myers standing there.
He's just like with the knife, just
And
standing there, and
like Michael.
the camera slowly zooms out, so at the very end of the movie, you can't even see him anymore.
He's a fucking ant. It's in Google Maps view.
Yeah.
And then to watch the rest of the movie, you have to go to that location in real life.
He's
It's a
still
geocache.
there.
You have to.
Still
Yeah,
there.
the kid is there. He gives you the DVD.
Yeah.
And you go, thank you.
Anyway, after the first 3 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. So then it does zoom out, and we jump to a like a fast forward that is 15 years later, and we're in a car with a character who's very important to the Halloween franchise. His name is Dr. Loomis.
Stupid name.
Scroomis.
Dr.
And he's
Light.
there with Dr. Light from Mega Man.
Dr. Beppis Light.
From Mega Man, Dr. Beppis Light.
Dr. Beppis Light from Mega Man?
Yeah, it's the guy who made Mega Man.
Yeah, that's him.
Dr. Light and Dr. Wywee.
Of course. Yeah, go on.
That's it. Dr. Light made Mega Man.
Okay, anyway, the movie.
And then he dies. Anyways. So we're in the car, and we're getting kind of like backstory to fill us in on the 15 years. And Dr. Loomis is basically supposed to be escorting Michael, who's now 15 years older and is like an adult, to court.
I'm a Sashi.
And he's kind of nervous about it, and he's telling this like lady, I don't even know what she is, like a nurse or something. He's just like telling her like, you got to give him these medicines when he's in court, and this is the procedure, and blah blah blah. And she's like, okay. And they pull up to the sanitarium where Michael has been living for the past 15 years, and there's just like dudes in gowns walking around outside of it. And I'm pretty sure they did that so they didn't have to actually show like a mental facility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they never actually go to one. They're just like outside, and they're like, oh no, all the people escaped somehow.
Oh no. Do you know how much more fuck around it would be to get that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't blame them for not wanting to fuck around with that. Medical equipment is one of the worst shit, oh my god, to get. Are you okay?
No.
Yeah. All right.
Help. But yeah, think of all the paperwork they didn't have to do.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
It's okay. I'm just becoming one with the internet.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, they see all the people escaping, and then eventually a little near naked man jumps on top of the car they were in. Dr. Loomis has gotten out to, I don't know, just go fucking look around or something. And the Nike man jumps on top of the car with the woman in it, and he's just like banging on the glass and stuff. And eventually he steals the car and fucking zooms away. And we find out that that was Michael, and he can drive really well for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm back.
for someone who's been in a mental facility for 15 years and has probably never driven a car, because you need to like have a mental checkup for that.
Yeah.
He drives
I mean,
surprisingly well.
he went in there when he was like, I don't know, 5, 6 years old. So conscious years inside of a car, maybe 2 years of even consciously being inside of a car, let alone driving one.
Yeah.
So he does pretty well. He drives away, and Loomis is like, "Oh fuck," and we find out that Michael is driving back to his hometown of Haddonfield. He's gonna go see his house and see his pet dog, and kiss his family on the cheek, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. He just wants to play with his dog.
Killed his dog.
Huh?
Huh?
So, Loomis goes looking for Michael, but in the meantime, we get introduced to like our 3 main protagonists, I guess, or 1 main protagonist and 2 side protagonists, I guess. Lori, who's played by Jamie Lee Curtis of Freaky Friday fame. Your favorite movie.
That I've seen.
Right, and what happens in Freaky Friday?
They have a very cool party on a Friday.
That's right, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in the movie with who?
Chris Pratt.
Right, Chris Pratt and Jamie Lee Curtis have a very cool party.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And then at the end, you know what happens at the end, right?
Yeah, it's their parents come home.
Right,
Stop
their
the
parents
party.
come home. Chris
Howdy,
Pratt's
cowboy.
parents
Howdy.
and Jamie Lee Curtis's parents come home, and they have to stop partying. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
What happened?
So that was Freaky Friday. That's Pear's favorite movie, and so that's Laurie Strode. She's gonna be our main protagonist and our final girl, and her friends are Annie and Linda, I believe.
Linda? I don't even remember Linda. She was so unimportant.
She shows up just to die.
Yeah, literally.
She's the one with the ghost.
Ghost?
Yeah. So
she fucks and then she get ghosted.
And then she gets ghosted, bro. Y'all thought your love life was bad? Wait till you see Linda.
Imagine being 6'1" and wearing size 15 shoe Nikes in men's size.
Huh?
You haven't seen Tall Girl?
Oh. Man, I forgot about that even existed.
Yeah, me too. My student reminded me of it and we made fun of it for 45 minutes.
My. But yeah, so Lori and her friends are high school students, I guess, and the kind of introduction Lori gets to knowing anything about Michael Myers is that her dad is a realtor, and she goes, "Lori, drop off this key at that old Myers house across the street, and I'm gonna sell it." And I think she does that. That nothing really happens with that. I think that's just to make it so Lori knows something about Michael Myers. But as Lori's going about her day, she starts to see, some little gremlin man is following her around. Are you sipping your juice? But yeah, so Lori notices someone is like following her. She's starting to feel really paranoid. But every time Annie and Linda look, he's not there anymore. So they're both like, "Lori, you don't know shit. You're really dumb. There's no one there. You're just being dumb, stupid, idiot."
They're really mean to her.
They kind of are, yeah.
Honestly, she should have lived. And everyone else should have died.
Who?
Everyone else.
Everyone else did die.
Yeah, and she should have lived.
Laurie?
What?
Laurie?
What are we talking about?
Laurie Strode?
Oh, no, she sucks. I don't like her.
No, they bully Laurie though.
Oh.
Because they're
No.
like, oh, you like Brad Kimbrowski?
No!
Whoa, I'm gonna tell Brad Kimbrowski that you like him. And then she's like,
No!
no!
Stop! You can't do that.
I'm gonna tell Brad Kimbrowski that you like him.
Please,
Haha.
no anything but telling Brad Kabrowski that I love him.
Whoa. And then it gets to the point where Laurie even sees fucking Michael Myers standing literally like on the sidewalk right in front of them, and they also see him, I'm pretty sure. And then he just disappears, and I think like Annie runs ahead and is like, "Oh, he's over here. He wants to talk to you. It's Brad Kimblowski."
Oh my
And Laurie's like,
god.
it's not funny. That's the guy who's been following me around." And they're just like, "Whatever, okay." But in the meantime, jump back to Dr. Loomy, and
Loomis.
yeah, Dr. Loomby. He finds out that Michael has killed a mechanic and stolen his clothes, and
Nice.
B, that Michael has gone back to the cemetery in Haddonsfield and stolen his dead sister's tombstone.
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
That was a weird part.
yeah, yeah, but I mean, I guess it's important.
Is it?
Basically, it's clear that Michael is like obsessed at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think that's really mainly what it's for.
Okay.
And so he does that, and then at that point, Loomis is like, "Oh, he's going home," and then that's the end of that scene. But now Loomis is on his way to where Michael used to live. So that's kind of happening, and we jump back, and now Laurie and all her friends have the plan of what they're going to do for Halloween night. And they have like this really elaborate like sitcom level plan where it's like, okay, Laurie, you're already babysitting Tommy Doyle, so you'll babysit Tommy Doyle, and then me, I'm Annie, and I'm babysitting Lindsay, but I'll take Lindsay over at 35 minutes after her parents leave to make sure that they're far enough down the street not to see me, and then you can watch both of them, and then I'll invite my boyfriend over, and once my boyfriend is here, then Linda can come in and she can bring Bob, her boyfriend, and they'll be able to come into the house through the back door, because in case my parents get home, they won't be able to see them from the back door.
It's really a
And
plan.
then, yeah, they have like this big plan that I always thought was kind of, it's like they really think it out when it's not even, it's not that serious. You
Yeah.
didn't have to coordinate this big plan.
But to
But
be
yeah,
fair, whenever I lied to my parents or wanted to do something illegal in my household, I would plan it all out too.
have a big plan. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Like
I guess
plan
that's true.
B, plan C, plan Z.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
all 32 plans.
all 32.
But yeah, they have that plan, so they're like, cool. And Laurie gets her dumb little kid, and she's like, okay, dumb little kid, you watch TV and carve a pumpkin, and I'll talk on the phone with my friends. And Annie gets her dumb little kid, and she's like, you sit there until I can take you over to Tommy Doyle. I know you like Tommy Doyle, little child. And the little child's like, I don't know who that is, but okay. And meanwhile, also, it's important to point out that there's a lot of this movie is very atmospheric and tension based. There's like a lot of like lingering shots where like you can kind of see something in the background, or they put something there that kind of looks like a person, but you're not sure. So that's like a big part that I can't really describe, but just believe me, there's a lot of like spooky little shots that are happening as the sun goes down. And the darker it gets in the movie, like the less sure you are about whether you see Michael Myers in the background or if there's really a thing there. And I think that's cool. It's kind of like a thematic heightening of the tension within the movie.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty neat.
Because when it's daytime, it's like very blatant. Like they're purposely showing you Michael Myers. Like he literally just stands there. You see him in the car driving around. You see him when he's like outside Laurie's window that first time. All these things. But then, like I said, once it gets darker, you're like, is that? Oh, Is that him? No, that's not him. Wait, no, it's not him. Okay, so that's very cool to see.
Really need to watch these movies. Would you recommend it?
Yes, I definitely recommend the first Halloween, especially if you're into horror at all and you haven't seen it, because the first Halloween was like pretty influential in horror in the slasher scene. Because I mean, right after Halloween came out, they started making Friday the 13th, which was basically at the time the first Friday the 13th was just like a knockoff Halloween to try and capitalize on its success. Which is why in the first Friday the 13th, um, Jason doesn't really even exist. You don't actually see the killer. Um, and then it inspired a bunch of other slashers for a long time to come, obviously. And I mean, the franchise is still around today at this point, obviously. They're making the reboot to the reboot of the sequel of the reimagining. So, yeah, definitely watch this one. If you're really into this one, or even if you just like this one, watch the second one because it's a direct sequel. And then just stop, and then don't watch anymore if you don't want to watch some dumb shit after that. But also, you can also watch this movie and then watch the 2018 Halloween, which is a sequel to this Halloween.
It's like 50 years.
Right. So you can watch Halloween into Halloween 2, or you can watch Halloween into Halloween, and then you can maybe watch the newest one, but it's not that good, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened? What the fuck was I talking about?
The girls.
Right. Okay, so they're all set to have the plan. They have their kids and stuff, and I think at this point, Loomis is at the Myers house, the same one that Laurie dropped the key off at, and he's brought the sheriff, who's Annie's dad, I believe. And yeah, because his name's Sheriff Bracken. That's Annie's last name. So he's brought the sheriff, and he's like, "You got to help me find Michael Myers. You don't understand." And the sheriff is obviously pretty cautious, I guess. He doesn't really believe Loomis, or he doesn't believe, to what extent Michael is violent. So he's not really like fully in on the whole plan to find him. He's just kind of doing it because Loomis is very insistent and sounds kind of crazy when he talks about it. So they're in the old Myers house, and they find a dog that's been partially eaten. They don't actually show it, but
poor Doggart.
And Loomis is like, yeah, poor Doggart. And Loomis is like, oh, yeah, Michael ate that. He does that sometimes. He was hungry. And the sheriff is like, no, it's probably a skunk.
I don't know why they would choose a skunk out of all animals.
I don't know. I have no idea why he says that. I don't, maybe to make him look stupider.
Oh wait, hi Kahu. Welcome, thank you for the raid. We're talking about the Halloween movie. How was your stream? Hi Doodle, hi Cabal. Welcome. And welcome everyone else. Hello.
Yes, welcome everyone.
With me,
you've arrived at Act 2.
Beppis 757.
Yes.
Here he is.
It's me. But yeah, we're at Act 2 of Halloween, so you didn't really miss anything besides introducing all the characters, but that's okay. If you don't know who they are, just make them up in your head.
Yeah. Just think about it.
So yeah, the sheriff is like, oh, a skunk probably ate that dog. And Loomis is like, you're stupid. And
yeah, I don't know. That's skunk. I don't know about that. Skunks don't eat big things.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe it was a tiny dog, but I don't know. Even then,
a rat dog.
I think a skunk would. Yeah, like I think a skunk would really only stand a fighting chance against like a rat dog, like a Chihuahua or something.
Yeah.
And even then.
Also, skunks are like super non-confrontational.
Right. It would just spray and run.
Yeah, exactly. They get on their front legs and they go whip, And there it is. But it
But
was like a
yeah.
German Shepherd. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Which, I mean, we're kind of led to believe that it could very easily be because we see Michael kill a German Shepherd later.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's just to make him seem really stupid or just like really doubtful.
Yeah, really hungry.
Not Michael, the sheriff. The sheriff's hungry too. He just grabs a little piece on his way out.
Yeah, just a bit of the leg, just a bit of the toes.
I'll just have the leg. Dog toe. So Loomis is like, he's fucking true evil. He ate a dog. And Bracken's like, okay, whatever. I'll go patrol the streets, but you stay here so I don't have to talk to you anymore. Because Loomis is going to wait there until Michael comes back to his home. And cut back to Lori and friends on Funny Street. And
I
we're back
love
to kind
Funny
of like a lot
Street.
of... We're back to, you love Funny Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's my second favorite street.
What's the first?
Haha Lane.
Mine is
It's a little...
XD Way.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I think that's like my number 4.
Yeah. Hi, Boomer.
Hello.
Hello, skunk might scavenge a body it finds. It could, yeah. But they eat insects for the most part. So.
Right. Plus, Loomis even says that the dog is still warm, so you presumably think it was killed recently. So, I don't know. So, we're back to like a lot of Michael is kind of slowly stalking again, which is like his thing at this point, obviously. Oh, I'm disappearing into the void.
You're fine.
Goodbye.
I think my stream for you is a bit slowed down.
Oh, maybe. I should look at Discord. But
you're looking at Twitch?
I look at both of them. I don't know why. Because I have to have the chat up. I should just pop out the chat. Anyway. So yeah. So Michael is stalking and he starts with Annie. And Annie is the one that's babysitting Lindsay. And he's kind of just like watching her outside the window, pee-peeing in the bush a little bit.
Just a little. Just a bit of a tinkle.
Just a little bit. Everyone's got a pee-pee, okay? Everyone poops, everyone pee-pees.
Yeah. There's a book.
It's just a fact.
There's a book. So it's okay.
If there's a book, it's okay.
Exactly. And if there's a murder in a book,
it's okay. You're allowed. But
girls don't poop. Frogs may not, but girls.
So Michael is stalking Annie, and Annie is kind of just fucking around. Eventually, she takes Lindsay over to Lori's house and is like, here, watch this fucking kid so I can go have sex with my boyfriend. And she gets back to her house, and I think her boyfriend shows up. And I'm just trying to remember the exact order of events. But a lot of like stalking or whatever is happening, and she's downstairs like making popcorn or some shit.
Oh yeah, she's making popcorn. I liked that part because I liked seeing the popcorn in the pan.
Yeah, she's making popcorn in a pan, real old school Jiffy Pop style.
Yeah, so cool. Nowadays I throw it in a fucking microwave, but I really like the pan method.
Yeah, you can still get Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop?
Jiffy Pop.
What's Jiffy Pop?
It's like really old Americana type. It's the kind you cook on the pan, but it came in like a sealed container, you know? So you would just put the thing like straight on the stove, and it would get like really big.
Oh, never seen that.
It's like imagine a popcorn bag, but you put it on the stove.
That's very cool. I don't remember who told me this. One of my classmates, I think, but he was telling me about how he's made popcorn on a stove once, on a pan, and that was successful and all. And then he went to a party with his friends, and they wanted to do it again, and he reassured them that it was okay. And when they tried, it like started burning really bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the pan they made it in?
Maybe. Could be, yeah, but
it's weird.
You're like not supposed to I'm thinking he must have put it there on the bag, what you're supposed to do if you're doing it on a pen, take it out, put the kernels in there, and drop a fucking lid on top of it. But I think they put the fucking
they put the bag in there.
I think so.
Yeah, the bag was probably burning.
I think the bag was the problem, and he's like, I don't know what happened. But I remember him mentioning the bag.
Oh my god.
You have
probably don't do that.
Shake it vigorously to prevent it from burning. Yeah, when I made popcorn a couple times, if you don't shake the bag really good, it just burns. Just burns. But you can't
put
also
this paper
shake it
on the pan and it burned.
Huh.
What?
What?
The fuck?
Huh? Paper. Burn?
Fire. And that's how they found out what fire was.
Yeah. Monkey man go brr.
Brr.
Brr. Popcorn. They put you on the fire, little rat.
No. Keep that rat out of there.
I've done it in a pan with Werther's Originals, which is like British caramel sweet. It's nice. I hate caramel popcorn.
Oh, you have to be careful if you do that because caramel gets so fucking hot.
Oh yeah, caramel gets, and it also burns really quick too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really shit, but also it's not worth it because caramel popcorn is not good. So I'm judging you so hard, Musashi.
True.
You like
Talk
caramel?
your shit, brother. I think it's okay. I think it's like the worst popcorn, but even the worst popcorn is pretty okay.
Okay. Reminds me of the time when my friend's dad put food inside a plastic bag and microwaved it. Oh my god.
You can do that. It'll just be a mess inside the plastic bag unless you leave it completely sealed, in which case it'll
The plastic bag can melt though. You shouldn't do that.
If it gets hot enough, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
But you turn it down. You turn the microwave to a lower setting, hopefully.
Used to eat the popcorn like any. Oh, did you work at a theater? What Doodle said though, that reminds me of the time my dad clogged the toilet because he put a lot of fucking rice in it. Just like a lot of rice.
Why?
And I couldn't find the little, what's it called?
Plunger?
Yeah, the plunger. I could not find it for the love of me. So I called him, hey dad, you clogged the toilet with a bunch of fucking rice. I really have to go. So like, what the fuck do I do? Also, where is the plunger? He goes, okay, I'll just do it when I'm home. No, bitch, I want to know where the plunger is.
Go.
So I had to go to the other toilet, which my mom had in her, like at her workplace, which was right next to the house. But
the one she doesn't put rice in.
The one she doesn't put rice in. But my dad used to put shit down the toilet all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I would just go to the toilet and I'm like, all right, time to have a really nice piss. And I would just see baked potatoes in there. Now, like, are you fucking kidding me? All the time. I'm not kidding.
Why doesn't he use the trash can?
I don't know. I think he didn't want to take the trash out, so he just put it down the toilet.
God.
Yeah, there was oil all the time, and then it would get moldy because of the oil. And I was always the one who had to clean the fucking toilet.
No.
It was
Someone needs to teach
terrible.
him about a garbage disposal, maybe. Maybe you should just install a garbage disposal.
Oh, God. It could be easier, but like, that's one of the many things I do not miss about living with my dad. That and the constant criticism. Those are like the two big things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all
You
the
thought
time.
we couldn't build a computer and look at us.
The toilet isn't a trash can, dude. The thing is, like, you can put stuff down the toilet, right? But you just got to make sure there's not enough to clog it. Like, I put old food down the toilet all the time, like sauces that go bad, or very small amounts of rice, because rice is a shit boy to get rid of if it gets like stuck to the kettle or anything, right? So I just flush it, but I never have that much rice. I have no fucking clue where you got so much rice to get rid of in our toilet. I don't understand. To this day, I don't know what was going on through his head. But that's a memory.
Yeah.
That's a memory I'll never forget.
Speaking of microwaves, though, when I was working at a grocery store, the assistant store manager came in and just fucking. We were in the break room. I was on lunch, and the like one person I talked to in the store was there. And the assistant store manager came in, opened the microwave, chucked it in. I didn't really see what it was right when he did it, and then started the microwave and walked out.
Uh-huh.
And like 3 seconds later, I looked to the side, and the inside of the microwave was like fucking sparking. And this fucking idiot put tinfoil, something wrapped in tinfoil, directly in the microwave and just fucking turned it on. I was like, bro, what if that
Bro,
shit just exploded and I was right here?
he was about to fuck you up, dude.
I
That was a
know.
terrorism attempt.
He was trying to take me the fuck out.
Take you out to Chinatown.
And all the way down.
You really shouldn't put any food in the toilet if you haven't eaten it. I don't think you should put any like chunky food, but I think putting sauces and flushing it or small amounts of like rice is okay because it goes down really easy and I don't have to fuck with flies that way. As long as, you know, as long as it's not super oily and you clean the toilet afterwards, it's just fine. From what I've
Probably bad for water treatment, but you know,
Oh, I didn't
we gotta
think
do
of
what we
that.
gotta do.
I don't know. My mom told me to do that, and I never questioned it because it made sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
Have
but
I been doing it bad this whole time?
maybe.
I only started doing it recently when I moved into this place.
But someone mentioned working at a movie theater earlier. I also worked at a movie theater. It was hell.
Oh, heck is going on
The
with the
end.
rest of your garbage situation? Don't worry about flies. I have a lot of fruit flies in my living room for some reason. I keep trying to get rid of them, but they were here when I moved in, but they just keep getting worse, and I hate it. What I think is because I have like a lemon slice out, and I'm pretty sure that's what they like.
They're just slowly sipping the lemon.
They're just slowly sipping the lemon, dude. So
Time for a trap.
yeah, I have a trap set out, but it's not working anymore. I need to get rid of the lemon slice first. So I'm gonna do that. Lemon sip.
Lemon.
Delicious. What could he possibly
Just
criticize
so.
about you? My dad's a bag of beans. I don't
Big
think
old
we,
bag of beans.
yeah, I don't think we want to go into my childhood right now, but he's like that kind of person that likes to criticize others, but very, I don't know. It's weird. When I'm gonna give you one example. I was calling him, well, he called me technically, like a few months ago, maybe like 2 months ago. And he asked me, okay, so you finished first year of college, right? You're in the second year now. And I'm like, yep, sure am. And he said, oh, you're finally doing something. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot the first year of college is actually nothing. Sorry, my bad. So like stuff like that, you know, that pissed me off. But yeah, so those like a small quips. So living alone, pretty nice.
We'll save the rest for the 200th episode childhood trauma special.
Oh, we have a lot of that between the both of us.
True.
Yeah.
That's why it's for the 200 episode 9-hour special.
9-hour get to know the real us special.
Only childhood trauma. There's a poster in the background, but it's just childhood drama instead of a movie.
Yeah. Your dad sounds like a real charmer. He could have been much worse, so I'm pretty okay with what I got.
What movie are we talking about?
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Okay, so the new Five Nights at Freddy's has Chris Pratt in there.
So
and he's
Chica
playing...
pornography, am I right?
Whoa. Think of all the new Five Nights at Freddy's porn that'll come out when the movie comes out. And it'll be in a different art style, like Pokemon the Detective Pikachu movie.
Oh, I like the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, right?
I saw a tiny child watch 3 minutes of it when we were on a bus once, I think.
Dude, I was there.
I know. That's how much of the movie I've seen.
Dude, I was about to say, oh, what? Me too. I forgot
Oh,
that
shit.
we were there together.
Damn, that happened to you too?
Oh my god, that's so weird. That's so wacky that you have that exact
You were
same
also on
memory.
a bus where a tiny Czech child screamed about watching Pikachu? What are the odds?
Whoa, how did that happen? What? Wait a second.
Yeah, the kid kept screaming that he wanted to watch Pikachu, and his parents were like, "You're fucking watching it. It's right there."
Yeah, so for context, we were on a bus and they have like those little screens, kind of like on an airplane, but in a bus. And right next to us, there was a family of 4, the parents and 2 kids, and the older kid was watching Detective Pikachu, and the smaller kid who was right fucking next to him was like, I want to watch it too. And for, I kid you not, for like 30 to 40 minutes, the smaller child just could not figure it out, and nobody tried to help him except the older kid who was like, watch with me, brother. Watch with me.
Brother. But at one point he had it on his screen and he was still fucking screaming about it.
At the end, he had it on his screen and he was just still mad that he couldn't see Pikachu.
Show me Pikachu now or else.
Show me Pikachu or I give you death.
Show me Pikachu. My question is, in that situation, why the fuck did the parents think it'd be good to let the 2 kids sit next to each other and them sit behind them?
I don't know, because
why
they
doesn't
were,
one kid sit next to each parent?
they were shitty parents. You saw them.
Yeah.
They were
well,
not
yeah.
good. I'm glad that the older brother seemed really nice for what he's been
Yeah,
dealt
he just
in
wanted to
life.
watch a little Detective Pikachu in
Yeah.
peace and his little
and help
demon
his brother out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadness
A little
all
Pika
around
cry.
us. Pika sniff. Pika scream.
Yeah, anyway, we kind of detoured. We
That's
were
okay.
we were at the popcorn scene that I
Yeah,
very thoroughly
So
enjoyed.
Annie's making popcorn and she gets like butter on her or something. And also her dog is like out in the yard now. And it starts barking at Michael. And Annie's like, that dog is fucking annoying. And then Michael hugs it to death. And she goes, okay, it stopped. And then is her boyfriend like upstairs?
Is he there yet even?
Think so, right? By the time she drops off Lindsay, isn't her boyfriend there?
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, because she dies before. Right. So the dog stops barking. She's like, okay. And then she's like, all right, I'm gonna go pick up my boyfriend now. And she goes to the garage to get in her car to go pick up her boyfriend. And sure enough, who's in the back seat of Mikey Myers? And he strangles her in like
Yeah.
a pretty realistic depiction of a strangling.
Yeah,
It goes on for like a minute. And she's just like groaning the whole time as she's strangled, and then she's fucking dead. And he slits her throat, I think, at the end.
She's got these really cool socks on there, really yellow.
Yeah. Hare thought they were rain boots, which I don't blame her, but they're her socks because I think her shoes fell off.
Yeah, I thought they were rain boots. I thought she was just going out in her nice little yellow rain boots, but little did I know.
I'm gonna pick up my boyfriend with my rain boots on.
Rain boots are so fucking cool. I'm really upset they're not like the fashion standard, because not only do you not get wet in them, but they're just neat.
They are pretty neat. The other
Right?
day when I was walking and it was wet outside, and because you know when you walk with like tennis shoes on and it's wet and you're in the
Yes.
grass, the water just instantly floods your entire fucking soul. I wanted rain boots so bad at that point,
Yeah.
but no, just wet socks for me.
Plain solid colors usually, but they can have patterns too though, and they're so cool.
They can have little frogs on them.
Yeah, little
Have
frogs.
you seen the frog one?
And then you can have like a little raincoat too to finish the look, and it's just so good.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah,
stylish, bro.
fucking stylish. I mean,
You heard us.
honestly, we should bring raincoats and rain boots back because I just think they're really fucking neat.
We should bring them back. Everyone in chat, hear us? You're gonna start wearing rain boots from now on.
Please, everyone, do it for me.
This
whenever
is it. This is how
whenever
we bring
it's
it back.
whenever it's raining, rain boots, raincoat, go.
Yes. So she's dead. Annie's dead,
Oh, okay.
and she gets fucking strangled, and Linda shows up pretty shortly after because remember the cool plan. She's gonna show up
Yeah.
at the place Annie is staying at because it's not even her house. Remember, she's just babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
But they show up, and it's Linda and Bob, and they're like, "Okay, let's go inside and have a sex." And Bob's like, "All
No.
right, let's go." And they go inside and they're like, Annie, where are you? Are you here? And they're like, guess she's just not here, even though she said she would be. That's not strange. Do you want to kiss on the couch?
Yes.
And then they kiss on the couch, and Michael Myers is doing a little stalky again, like he is
What
known
a
to
silly
do.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then eventually they go upstairs and they have one sex, and then Linda's like, wow, what a great sex. And Bob is like, now go get me a beer because you're a woman and this is 1978 and that's cool.
It's true. It's
And
still
Linda's
cool.
like, oh, wait, no, Linda tells Bob to get a beer
Yeah.
because it's 1978 and reversing the gender norms is cool.
Feminism.
So,
Bitch.
yeah. So Bob's like, okay, I'll go get you a beer. We'll do an underage drink. And he goes downstairs.
This
and he
is
goes,
why
"Plop, plop, plop,
this
plop."
is why you die, kids. Don't drink.
It's true. If this movie and Friday the 13th have taught you anything, it's don't be horny and don't smoke and drink when you're underage. Or a man with a white mask will show up and kill you and all your friends.
Yeah, everybody
So-
knows that if you just don't do the things you're not supposed to do, you don't get hurt.
It's true. So Bobbert goes downstairs to get her a beer, and Michael just like jumps out of a closet or something and
Yeah.
stabs him.
Where did he
But
come
his
from?
kill is, I have no fucking clue. To this day, I'm not sure exactly where he was. But he just kind of like jumps out of the shadows and stabs him. And he like pins him to the wall with his knife, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I've seen behind the scenes of how they did that before. Maybe not behind the scenes, but an explanation. But I remember it being cool.
Okay.
So they do that. Yeah, I don't actually remember what happened, so that's kind of an uneventful thing to say. But so Bob is obviously not coming back upstairs, and Linda's like, bro, come upstairs and bring me my fucking beer. And then a tall man.
This is the
wearing
funniest fucking shit in the entire movie. I need to find a picture of it. Go on.
Yeah, so a tall man wearing Bob's glasses, but Bob's glasses over like a white sheet, like someone dressed as a ghost for Halloween, like a white sheet ghost. And he's just standing in the doorway, breathing. And obviously, we as the audience know that this is Michael, which is very funny and very silly that Michael has now put on this white sheet that he found somewhere so he could pose as a ghost.
I'm putting it on the screen.
Yeah, but he's just watching. He's just like looking at Linda. But I mean, it makes sense. It is very silly though, but it makes sense because
It's
he
so silly.
wants a reason to just stalk her for as long as possible, basically. And this is like a way to do that.
Oh God, where is it?
And it kind of also connects to, you know, when he first killed his sister, he was wearing a Halloween costume. So to do it again, you know, to put on a different costume besides the mask that he's wearing,
There he is.
is kind of
Look at
and
this.
there he is. There he is.
Look
but yeah,
at
he
how
stands there,
silly.
and she's like, "Come on, why don't you look at my boobers?" And he doesn't say anything, and he looks like this the whole time.
There he is. Just a guy.
He's very funny.
Yeah, he's very silly looking. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye, tiny Michael Myers.
He's got the drip. That's what I want to look like when I'm old and ghost.
When I turn into a ghost, I want to be the Michael Myers ghost with one glass.
Yeah, just like that.
And so anyways, after standing there for a long time and Linda being like, come have another sex with me so we can have had two tonight, he eventually fucking strangles her with the phone cord that's by her bed. And Linda tries to call Lori, but she is just making strangled sounds. So Lori's like, dude, are you having one sex right now? Or are you having more than one? Because we agreed that we'd all only have one. So if you're having more than one, I'm coming over there. And she does come over there because she's afraid that Linda's having more than one sex at that night.
It's true.
And
That's illegal.
And that's illegal. So she goes over there and she finds all the dead people one by one, as is a trope now in horror movies. She finds Bobbert in like a cabinet or something. And Annie, no, Bobbert's like hung up from the fucking
upside
ceiling.
down, and
Yeah.
I feel like he laughed at one in one of the shots.
Yeah, he's got a little smile on his face when he comes down.
Yeah.
And he's there, and Annie is like in a closet, and Linda is like on the bed, kind of like spread out, and the tombstone that Michael stole, his sister's tombstone, is like placed at like the head of the bed. So it's kind of like a recreation of killing his sister for him. But now that Laurie is here, now Michael's got to kill someone else. You know, he's already obsessed with his next victim. So he tries to like stab Laurie as she's being scared, and he just like completely misses, which is weird. He like gets her shirt. And she's like, I gotta run. And so the rest of the movie is like a final girl sequence where she's just running away. And she runs back to her house, and she's like, fucking open the door! And the little child opens the door, and she's like, okay, go upstairs.
The weird thing, though, in this scene is like he falls on the ground, and that's it. She just leaves him there. She's like, okay, that's enough.
That's later. That's right after this.
Oh, shit. Go on.
It's okay. We're about to get there. Okay. So she like tells him to go upstairs, and she's gonna call the cops because obviously when you're watching, you're like, just call the cops. But the line's been cut because it's a landline phone because it's 1978, and Laurie's like, oh no. And then she slowly looks over, and the wind is flapping the curtains because someone opened the window. And then Michael Myers is there.
Wow.
But he's being slow and brooding. So Laurie like sits down on the floor for like a minute and grabs a knitting needle, right?
Something.
Like, what kind of needle is that?
I
think that's a knitting needle.
I don't remember.
It's like a big needle.
Knitting needle.
And she stabs him in the neck after he misses again. He like tries to stab her and gets the couch for some reason. And she stabs him in the neck, and he falls over, and he's like, I'm dead, don't look. And this is the part you were talking about.
Yeah. She just leaves him there. That's it. She's like, okay, that's enough.
She doesn't even take the knife with her or anything.
No. She's really dumb.
Yeah, Laurie is kind of very dumb in the first movie.
Is she smarter
I guess
than
she's
the
spooked,
other ones?
but yeah, she gets smarter.
Okay.
But she leaves the knife there, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get the kids now. And she goes upstairs, and she's like, okay, open the door. And the little kid opens the door, and she's like, it's okay now, we're safe.
And the kid goes, was that the boogeyman?
Yeah, and Laurie's like, no, it's okay, he's gone now. He's like, you can't kill the boogeyman.
And then he shows up behind.
And Michael's literally right behind her, and she's like, oh fuck, get back in the room, you little shit. And she puts them in there, and her grand idea is to run into the next room and hide in the closet. And Michael comes in and has some trouble opening the closet. It takes him like a minute or two to open the closet completely.
And he turns the light on.
Yeah, he turns the light on and off like twice. And the whole time Laurie's unwrapping a wire hanger, and she pokes him in the eye. She goes, poke.
What? And he goes,
ah! And Michael's like, oh!
Ooh.
And
he does the Roblox sound. He goes, oof.
He goes, oof. He does the Looney Tunes scream where they go, oh! But he falls over after having his eye poked, and he like drops his knife at some point, and Laurie gets the knife and uses it to stab Michael one time. And then she is like, oh, I did it this time for sure. This time he's actually dead this time. There's no way he'd get up like he did last time. And then she throws the knife in the same room that Michael is still in. And she walks back to the kid's door and is like, okay, here's what I need you to do. I need you to leave the house, go down the street, take a left, there's a 7-Eleven. Go inside, buy Ben and Jerry's, not the small one, the big one, 1 quart. Buy Moose Tracks. If you buy anything else, I'm killing you and I'm telling your parents you ran away. Then you come back here. Make sure you bring a spoon upstairs, but heat up the microwave and put the ice cream in there for 30 seconds so it'll be soft enough so I can eat it. Okay? Go. And the kids run away and scream as soon as they get out the door.
Of course.
And Lori is literally just sitting in the doorway of the room where Michael is.
Why don't you just go?
Leave the house at least, right?
Really?
I have no clue. But she's just sitting there, and of course Michael gets back up, and he starts like strangling her. And Lori's like, well, I guess I'm dead. But at the last second, Dr. Loomis comes in. He's got a gun, and he goes, fuck you, Michael, and he shoots. He tries to shoot Michael. I think he misses the first shot, but Michael like lets Lori go to run into the room. And then Loomis is like, no, not today, motherfucker. And he runs in there and he shoots Michael like 5 or 6 times, and he falls out a window. And Lori goes, it was the boogeyman.
No.
And Dr. Loomis says,
it was the boogeyman.
Yeah, he says, as a matter of fact, it was. And they're like, well, thank God that's over. There's no way he's getting up after that one. And then they go and look out the window where he fell, and he's not there anymore.
Dun dun dun.
Dun!
That's the end.
That's the end of the movie. Again, a lot of this movie is rooted in a lot of the tension and the way it's shot and stuff. So if this was even remotely interesting, watch Halloween. It's cool and it's not that long. What do you think of the movie?
So as I said, I don't really watch that many horror movies. I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. They don't entertain me that much. And for anyone who doesn't know, first of all, I get nightmares a lot more if I watch horror movies. And second of all, I'm scared of the dark. And when I look at like a dark spot at night, like I see stuff in there, and horror movies do that a lot more. So I tend to not watch horror movies because then I see like the monsters and shit. It's really weird. Not like a schizophrenia or anything kind of that. It's just like my imagination being like, oh, but what if the demon's in there? So
yeah, I had that exact thing when I was a kid, but it went away from me.
Yeah, well, it actually came in. I didn't have that as a kid.
I swapped it with you. I sent it to you.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. So I don't tend to watch horror movies. This one was alright, because this one's not really scary to me. Because there's no scary stuff for me, I guess. But I don't know. I definitely liked it more because I know you like it so much.
It's okay not to like this movie. I understand why people wouldn't like this movie. It's very slow and plodding.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my cup of tea for sure, but I already tend to like stuff you like a lot more than if I didn't know you liked it. So that's kind of the issue. I don't know. I would give it maybe like a... I don't know. Frankly, I didn't like it that much. First of all, because it's a horror movie, and second of all, it is very slow for me. I did like a lot of the cinematography, though. I thought the shots and the use of lighting was really nice. So, like, I don't know, like a 5.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Were you impressed that they filmed it in 20 days, though?
Yes, I was. Was that like straight 12 hours every time?
Oh, yeah, probably like terrible work hours. Probably borderline illegal, if I had to guess.
A lot of overtime, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this movie though. And I mean, a lot of it has to come with, it's like a lot of it is my childhood, like when I was still being like babysat, my babysitters and their kids and my brother and sister would all watch like Halloween and Halloween 2 and like Nightmare on Elm Street, stuff like that. So horror is kind of like ingrained in me from my childhood. And then the apartment complex I lived in at the time, like all the kids had watched similar movies, and then we had like not like an obsession, I guess, but we were all really into like Halloween and Friday the 13th and all that shit. And we would play games centered around like the killers, and we'd tell stories and be like, "Oh, but what if Michael Myers is out there right now?" And then we'd all run down the street and be like, "Oh, it's fucking scary. What if Michael Myers comes out of the woods?" So
What if?
yeah, so a lot of my childhood molded how I feel about horror in general, but especially like the big three, like Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th.
Mm.
But and also what this franchise would eventually become later on, and what it is today, and all that kind of shit is really cool to me. So 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Bebop
10
likes
out of
it.
10. It's not a perfect movie, but I think it's pretty cool.
That's okay. Sometimes our emotions play a role in objectivity, and it becomes
For sure.
Subjective. Even though taste is subjective in general, so I don't think it can really.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even if this wasn't such a big part of my childhood, I think this is still like, you have to consider like the time that it was made and the fact that nothing quite like it precedes it,
Mm.
but a lot of things like it proceed it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things were kind of made to copy this format after Halloween came out, and the use of the like brand new technology was really cool, and there's some interesting cinematography in it. I think it's still like, you know, a 7 if I didn't have any nostalgia for it.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right, you know what time it is? It's
No.
time for
No.
Real or Fake Digimon,
No.
the game where Hare tries to guess whether the Digimon I've found are real or fake.
Oh, God.
Because Hare is not a Digimon person, but a Pokemon person. So, to
You can be
recap
both,
like we
though.
always do. What, real or fake Pokemon?
What? No, you can be a Digimon and a Pokemon person.
Right. I'm just saying you grew up just as a Pokemon person, not as
Yeah.
both or as
I always thought
Digimon.
Digimon looked fucking ugly, and I stand by that decision.
That's the cool thing. A lot of them do.
It's not cool.
There's such a wide range. Some of them are just fucking ugly.
A lot of
Some
most
of
of
them are
them.
cute. Some of them are
The thing is,
cool.
I never liked that they were a lot of the time humanoid or robots, just like guns.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like Blastoise for the longest time, because I didn't like that he had guns. Like, where did they fucking? That's not
It's
organic.
the coolest part of him.
Where did they come from? I've kind of gotten used to it by now, but like, no. Still think
But-
it's whack.
The thing about Digimon is a lot of the popular ones you saw were probably like robots and humanoid, but there are a lot of Digimon that are just like a big fish or a plant or
Quaint.
a teddy bear. There's a lot of cool designs. Anyway, to recap, your score is 7 and 5, 7 correct guesses, 5 incorrect guesses. So you're doing pretty good for the season. It's looking pretty good that you could go to the Digibowl as long as you keep things up.
Oh, did you bowl?
The Digibowl.
Big
all
booby
right, you ready?
lady. Yeah, big booby lady.
There is a big booba lady in Digimon. There's a lot of them actually.
There's a Angelmon, Angel Womanmon,
Angelwomon.
Angel Woomon.
All right, so the first Digimon is Risumon. Okay, Risumon is a little squirrel.
That's real.
He's got like, it's real.
Go on.
You don't want me to explain what Risumon looks like?
Okay, explain.
Okay. So Risumon has like orange, I don't know, I guess regular squirrel color, kind of like a cream underbelly and feet, and on the tail. They're bipedal, they stand up. Oh, goodbye. I'm talking to the Digimon right now. He's got like little claws, they're not like big or imposing. He is just like a little, like a rookie Digimon, like on the same level as Agumon.
Oh,
The green little Digi-Eye. I'm back. I spoke to Risumon. Oh, I gotta talk to him again real quick. Hold on. I'm back. But yeah, he's just kind of like a bipedal squirrel. He's got like little claws, green eye.
Okay. He's real.
Okay. The next one is Guapamon.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Guapomon?
Guapamon.
That's a girl?
Yeah, it's conjugated to the female.
It's real.
But Guapamon. Guapamon is a kappa.
Okay.
But he's got a little bandage on his stomach.
Wait, so is it a girl or a boy?
It's neither.
Okay, go on.
So he's a little kappa, and he's got, like the duck face and webbed
Right.
fingers and
Of
feet.
course. Like kappas
His
do.
feet, right? His feet kind of look like little flippers that he's wearing. They almost don't look like his actual feet. But most importantly, at the top of his little kappa head, he has like a little CD in there instead of a little bald spot. And the little hairs that hang off his kappa head look like hot dogs, kind of.
What's throwing me off is that it's not called Guapomon and it's called Guapomon, but Guapomon.
Whoa! Let me clarify. It's Guapamon, Gawappa-mon.
Oh, Guapa.
Guapa, like Kappa,
Oh.
but Ga.
Gapa. I see.
Oh, and he's got headphones around his neck too.
This one seems suspicious.
And he's got a cool pose, like he's really funky, like he's like, I'm listening to cool music. Whoa.
Okay. I'm gonna say real. Okay.
Okay. And the last Digimon is Toshimon. So he's like a humanoid. What? You don't think Toshimon's real?
Go on.
Okay, so Toshimon is like, he's like a short little humanoid guy.
Yeah. And you say
he's got, like-
Kumantos.
No, not that Toshi. Toshi's Japanese.
So is Digimon.
Oh my god, you're right. So he's like an old little guy. He's got like really long arms, like they drag like behind him. They're so long. He's like old. He has gray hair that like covers his eyes. But he has this really big smile. It's kind of like a creepy smile.
Okay.
He's wearing like a little, like, what the fuck do you call, like a caveman wears, like a, what do you call that?
Oh, like a skirt, kind of like a leopard skirt.
Like a thing that just goes like across your shoulder, and like one of your
toga?
little,
Kind of.
yeah, like a toga. He's wearing like a brown toga. He's got like the big creepy smile, like I said. He's wearing sandals, and you can see his toes. And he's got a little cane that he holds in one of his long hands.
Huh. I don't know. This one could be real, for all I know about Digimon. This one could
Right.
be real, but it could also very much not, because there's a lot of stuff that you like that you put in there.
Could just be a Digimon I like.
Could be. Could be. I'm gonna go with fake on this one and
Uh-huh.
hope for the best.
All right, are you ready for the results?
Yeah.
So Risumon, the squirrel Digimon, not a real Digimon.
You fucking knew it. You knew my
fan-made.
technique.
A fan-made Digimon,
You-
actually, believe it or
Oh,
not.
it's a fan-made Digimon? Oh,
Yeah, someone's DeviantArt creation.
god damn it. They fooled me.
Yeah, he's not real.
I didn't think it'd be... Okay, go on.
Guapamon, the little Kappa man,
Yeah.
he's real. He's very cool.
Okay.
I recommend you look at his little pose that he's in. It's very cool.
Okay.
Toshimon, not real.
Oh, good.
But I have to say something. This one was provided by Kuro. So Kuro, you lose a point now. So Hera gets one of your points.
Oh, I get Kuro's point? Nice.
Kuro, you're at -1 points now.
I
so
can't
you gotta
fucking
pick it up.
believe it, Kuro. Why are you so small?
I shrunk.
What the fuck?
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Honey?
How do I get back?
I don't. Do you want me to stretch you out?
No, I'll just zoom in. My camera just like zoomed out for some reason.
So I get 2 more points.
You got 2 more points. You're 9 and 6. Your
Oh
odds
my
of hitting the
God.
Digibowl are incredible.
I'm doing so well. Well, I thought Risumon. I'm going to. No, you already know my tactic, right?
I think so. You look for the Japanese word.
I look for any kind of correlation to the design. So when there was
Yeah.
like, what was the other one? It was
Go
Chumon.
like. Oh, yeah. A long time
Chumon, and
ago.
you said it was like a mouse. It's because Chu is mouse in Japanese.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, I believe, and that was also a correlation. And then, yeah, when I heard guapo, I thought that was just like Spanish. But what led me to believe that it was real was that you looked at it and it was like, oh, it also has headphones, though. Like you were looking at the picture.
Sometimes I do that, though. Sometimes I do that.
I know, sometimes
I pretend
you do that.
I just noticed a new detail.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I thought you were looking at the picture and you just forgot to mention that he had the headphones. I was like,
yeah, I do that to try and throw you off. But good job. You did good. Toshi, according to Koro's research, means old.
Oh, I thought it was just a funny Japanese name.
No, so if your Japanese were better, maybe you would have been thrown off by that one.
If my Japanese were better, yeah, I probably would have.
Anyway.
World.
Speaking of world, where in the world is Shrek?
Where in the world is Carmen, Shrek, Diego?
Is Shrek? Where is my Shrek?
Where is my... Have you spoken to him recently?
I saw him leaving. I didn't really get to talk to him. I called out. I said, Shrek. He didn't turn around to look at me. He just kept going. I
feel like I saw him very recently, but I have no clue, like, where.
Like today?
Yeah, like today. Oh. Your research of 20 seconds? But yeah, I feel like I saw him today, but I can't put my paw on it.
I don't know. I saw him. Maybe we should check. Should we check the Where Shrek app, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Shrek app. Okay. Where's my Shrek app?
I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
Where's my Shrek? Okay, he bought something. He bought a pack of Mentos. Okay.
Do you have a... Does it... Did they
I'm just scrolling. There's just so many entries about him just buying snacks. I gotta scroll past all this.
Good for him. I hope he has the money for that.
He's using my card, it says, so that's not good.
Okay. That's not good at all, no.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Oh, here it is. I got the latest update. I'm forwarding it to you. There it is.
Oh.
Oh, there. What's he doing there? Was he there when we watched the movie?
Maybe that's where I saw him.
That could be where you saw him. We just watched the movie right before the podcast.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie 100 times. I never really noticed him. He kind of blends in with the background, but I mean, this is a screenshot right from the movie, so
yeah.
I guess he was always there.
Oh. Huh. That's really odd because Shrek, he got his own movie in 2001.
Right. This must have been like his first role or something.
Oh yeah, probably like after the casting was done.
Yeah. That's weird. All right. Well, I mean,
good.
He's okay.
Him. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm glad.
Don't forget to download your Where's My Shrek and use code SKRUNK, and
Stinky
that'll
Toes.
get you 10% off.
Stinky Toes for 20% off. That's my code.
Okay, so just use that one because that's a much higher amount to get off. So don't even use the Skrunk code. Just use Stinky Toes.
Yeah, Stinky Toes.
Anyway, I'm glad Shrek's doing okay. I have one more.
One more Shrek?
Huh? What?
One more what?
One more segment.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
I don't have a transition for it,
of course.
but
Fucking
we
camp.
can. Fucking
camp.
yeah, fucking camp.
Big words.
We can play a game, an
Okay.
improv game,
Oh.
where we tell a spooky Halloween story, but we do it one word at a time.
Okay, I
Taking
like
turns.
those games.
Okay.
Do you
But it
want to
has to be a
start?
spooky Halloween story.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start.
Does it have a limit?
No, until we finish the story.
Okay.
And we have to come to a good conclusion, and that'll be that.
Okay.
All right.
Someone write this down.
One-
This is a chimp mystery. History. Tiny.
Man,
Left.
the
Apartment.
to
Go. The.
circus
Last.
night.
End of sentence.
Okay.
When
He
got
to
the.
circus
He.
saw
That.
spooky
Ghost.
were Wait, did you say ghosts plural?
Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, the spooky ghosts were
Ghost one.
and
Demons.
wait. Hold on. Pause the game. Let me just get this right. I'm not going to change anything. I just want to establish what we have here. He got there. He saw that the ghosts, plural.
No, ghost
Were.
singular. I said one.
Oh. Okay, well, we're rolling with what we have. But now let me establish ghost were, ghost one, and demons. So we have ghost one and demons. They're both here. This is pretty scary. All right, we'll continue. And you said and demons, right?
Yeah, I said demons.
That
Didn't
no
about.
Halloween.
When
End of sentence. They
saw
the
man
they
started
to
chase.
him
However,
the
man
was
somewhat
small.
so
He
couldn't
fight
very
tall
enemies.
including
The
ghost
and
the he couldn't fight them.
he's fucking dead.
Died. So that's one I'll bring up every now and then. I
Okay.
can tell little stories that are related to whatever we talked about. So today was obviously a spooky story about a tiny man who left his apartment and went to the circus and saw ghost number one and
Sorry,
demons and couldn't fight them. So he died.
He was too small.
He couldn't fight tall.
He couldn't fight the ghost and the demons.
They were too tall for him. If they were smaller,
Yeah,
he could have fought
maybe.
them, but
But
they were just too tall.
it wasn't good. It wasn't
And everyone at the
good.
circus just watched. They didn't even help.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they didn't know about Halloween, so it's not
That's
really their fault.
true. Alright, I'm gonna present you with a problem. Like the
Okay.
Jackbox game. And you
Sure.
have to give me an invention.
All right.
Okay. What?
Mhm.
So, okay. I keep getting ghosts and demons chasing after me. What do I do?
Okay, so there's this tiny man, and he leaves his apartment, right? Now, the thing is, he's tiny. He cannot fight tall. But if you bring him with you, they are disposable, keep in mind. You have to buy a new one every time you use your tiny short man.
God.
You can leave him behind, and Ghost One and the demons will take him instead. And that leaves you enough time to get away. And then you go to the store and buy a new tiny man. What do you think?
What if I don't want to murder another human being?
Well, you don't murder him. You just bring him everywhere with you. And in the case that you run into tall Ghost One and Demon, whoops, I ran away and Tiny Man just couldn't keep up.
Oh
He's just a tiny man.
no. Oh, why don't you just like ghosts suck the ghosts? Like in Slimer, the movie.
Because in Slimer the movie, they have cool ghost packs, and that's way more than a tiny man. A tiny man is like 1/5 of the price of a ghost sucker from Slimer the movie.
Oh my god. How much for
Yeah.
the tiny man? What's the cost?
$49.95.
Okay, and how much does he cost to make? What's the margin?
Well, right now we're working on getting a deal with people in Iowa. They have so many tiny men there that they're just looking to give them away practically. But right now we're shipping them out for $13.45. But if we get the Iowa contract for the tiny men, we can drop that price all the way down to $8.42.
Oh wow. So you get like 85% back.
Yeah, it's a pretty big margin on tiny men.
And how many sales have you got?
2.
And how many tiny men have you made?
2.
Oh.
So I'm hoping you'll all invest in Tiny Man, and
How much
I'll leave my
equity?
card here. And you just call me back. You just call me back if you all want to invest.
Okay.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it because there's gonna be Ghost One and probably demons out there.
Yep. Ghost one and ghost and demons.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, any final words?
Invest now so you don't die later is what I like to say about Tiny
Alright.
Man.
Do you wanna recommend something to people so that they can watch for Halloween?
Sure. Do you have anything? I know
Yes.
you actually do have something. You go first.
Okay. So what I do every October, ever since it came out, is watch Over the Garden Wall. I don't know. Did I recommend it last time? Not sure.
I don't know, maybe, but fuck
Maybe.
it, recommend it again.
If yeah, I'm gonna recommend it again. So Over the Garden Wall, very nice. It's an animated thing. It's very quick. It's got 10 episodes that are all 10 minutes. It's got very cute animation. There's the guy from Lord of the Rings in there, so it's very funky. It's got nice songs, nice music, and it's a cool story, bro. So very much recommend. Very cool. I still am going to watch it this year. I have 2 days, so I'll either tomorrow or on Sunday I'm going to be watching it in the evening, because I love it very much and I watch it every time. And someday we will have an episode on it when Bebop decides to watch it with me.
I will watch it with you this weekend, so who knows? Maybe even the next episode.
Oh, poggers.
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 And there's a frog in that show.
There's a
So if you
frog.
like frogs. They have one frog.
And they have more than one frog actually. There's many frogs.
Hmm. My recommendation, besides if you haven't watched Halloween, yeah, never mind. Fuck Halloween. Watch Trick or Treat. Came out in 2007. It's a horror anthology movie. It has kind of like a couple different styles of horror in it. There's gore in it, so if you're not into that, don't watch it. But it tells like, I don't know, 5 or so stories within the span of an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. But it's pretty good. It's kind of like cult classic, but it's gotten so popular in the last, I don't know, 10 years that it isn't really cult anymore. But it's still really good. And watch it if you want to watch a spooky thing.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Spooky. So that's all from us for today. We'll see you again soon.
Yes.
I hope. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna do a little raid. And
Just a little rain.
just a little raid. Yes. I'm gonna raid Froggy.
Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the raid.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have fun.
Have a nice Halloween too. Be safe if you do Halloween stuff.
Have a nice Halloween. Remember, there's razors in your candy.
It's true. Don't eat them.
It's true.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.